Hey everybody, just got out of the gym and something I want to share with people for a long time, and I end up bringing this up a lot at mastermind groups that I go to because a lot of people don't have any clue what they're doing when it comes to this, so especially people in the internet marketing industry. So a lot of you guys watching this video, you're connected with me or some of the groups I'm in. You guys are internet marketers, you guys are launching all kinds of different products. Some of you guys are in specific niches. Some of you guys are just looking for all kinds of cool niches that you guys can launch products in. But what happens is you guys end up launching a product for a small company, cranking up your Facebook ads, YouTube ads, doing all your good stuff, and you got a little business that's, you know, making $5, $10, $50, $100, $200,000 a month. And you're looking at a very narrow view of your business. And here's what I'm talking about. I think a lot of you guys are talking about the cash flow of the business. What you're not realizing is the asset value. This is what the majority of people in the internet marketing industry have zero clue about. That if you build it, you know, just like the Field of Dreams, right? With Kevin Costner, if you build it, they will come. I think that was everybody's dream when you launch internet companies, right? We all know it takes a little bit more than that. But the reality is, if you can build it as in a company that has some form of value, asset value, what they will come means is there's buyers that will purchase that business. So I want to give you guys an example. So a lot of you guys are watching this video got some serious ass talent when it comes to launching an internet company and turning it on a scale. I've watched, you know, Russell Brunson talking about getting into a wellness product niche for nerve pain, right? And turning that business in 6 months into a 7-figure per month business. So let's just walk you through a little bit of a business here. So let's say you come up with a cool little product, little piece of software, right? And you're used to doing launches, and this is one of the problems with launches is you're launching a company, and you guys may end up clearing $100,000, $200,000. Some of you guys are doing a lot more than that, but let's say on average, you guys making $100,000, $200,000 a piece on a launch, and then 2 months later, you're pretty much out of that, and you're off creating the next piece of software. Well, the reality is here you have something that made money, right? So with a couple of tweaks, you can actually sell that company off for a pretty hefty amount of cash. Let's walk you through it a little bit. So let's say you do a little launch on a company, a little piece of software, and instead of just creating it with the end in mind of I'm going to do this as a launch and then we'll move on to the next product, why don't we put some back-end continuity into this thing? Right? It doesn't have to be something big, but we need to get some of those people on board with some product that they continue to need over and over and over again on a monthly continuity, right? And then make the entire funnel and the way the process is and the software that you create evergreen. Instead of doing it as a launch and then we're closing the doors on Sunday, close the doors on Sunday for the regular price, crank up the price, and continue driving traffic, right? If you know your metrics and you can continue driving traffic and continue having JV partners that are sending out here and there, you should be able to keep that business making, let's say 10 grand a month. Tiny little bit of money, right? You made some money on the front end, but instead of moving on to the next product, now you got it making 10 grand a month. I'll just give you that as an example. An internet business with about a 9 to 12 month track record, right? Which means from the day it launched, from the day you decide to put it for sale. If you can get a 9 to 12 month track record, you can sell that for 2 to 2.5 times earnings. It depends on the business. You can sell it for higher, but I'm talking about on the low end if you want to move it fast. So we're talking about 2 to 2.5 times earnings. So here's what earnings mean. So if you have a business that's now making $10,000 a month, and you're making basically $120,000 a year in profit, right? I'm talking about bottom line profit after expenses, after your ad costs, administration costs for your team, part-time VA to do customer service and all that kind of stuff, right? So you've got a business making $120,000 a year. 2.5 times earnings basically means 2.5 times 120,000. So right, what is that? That's $300,000, which you didn't realize. Okay, you made your little $100,000 up front, but if you've structured the business right from the get-go, you can turn around and cash out. One, you cash flow on the business all year, right? Systematize, automate the business, create it so that every part of the business, including how to do the marketing, how to run customer service, how to do all these little pieces, is all documented, right? So that basically, think about it like a McDonald's franchise. You want to be able to hand off a manual to people, and it could be in Google Docs or something like that, super simple, and training videos attached of how you do it. But basically, there are a lot of people leaving corporate America, guys, and I've been doing this for a long time. All right, so I know what I'm talking about. But there's people leaving corporate America that are looking for a business to replace their income, right? So a lot of times you sell that business for 300,000, might be 250. A lot of times you'll end up doing it with part owner financing. So you might do 125 to 150,000 cash up front, and then you might keep the other 100 to 150,000 dollars financed on the back end. You maintain control of the domain name until the note is paid in full. But guys, think about it. A lot of you guys are out there launching products. Your goal is to get in and out of the marketplace whenever the product becomes stale, and then move on to another product. So think about it. Number one, add some continuity. Two, document your entire process so that you can hand the keys to somebody and say, now you've got your own little turnkey business. And by the way, it's got a 9 to 12 month track record. It's a nice little business. And then you put that business for sale. You should sell it for 50% to 60% owner financing if you want to sell it fast. I'm talking about in 45, 60 days maximum, right? So I just wanted you to think about that, guys, because I actually had a friend of mine come to me about 2 years ago. He had a business making $250,000 a month, and he's like, I'm going to shut it down. I'm sick and tired of the business, and I don't want to do it anymore. And after I sat down and showed him this, he realized his company was worth $10 to $12 million. He had no freaking clue. So you got to think about that. If you build it, they, meaning buyers, will come. If you create a system, create a process, create a business that somebody else can run and be successful, don't turn around and do a product launch and know that the company is never going to continue doing sales or some secret formula that you're not sharing to sell somebody a business that's crap. Okay, you got to make sure, you got to take care of people, man. Make sure you're selling a business to people that's going to continue, they can continue building and growing and things like that. So anyway, just something I want to throw out there. I've been doing this for a long time, guys. Started building internet companies in 1997, started brokering and doing small mergers and acquisitions since 1999. I've been doing this for almost 20 years. 20 years in internet companies, 18 years of brokering deals. So if any guys have questions out there on how to scale your company to get a position to sell, or if you know anybody wants to sell their company off, hit me up. I'll be glad to answer any questions you guys got. But think about it. A lot of you guys in internet marketing land, you have no idea what you've got, man. You have no idea what you've got. So a lot of you guys have skills that can launch little $10,000 a month internet business all day long. You've got a team that can do it. There's a big income stream if you can build internet companies, get them cash flowing. 10 to 20,000 a month is a good sweet spot, right? You start getting over that, you're going to get a higher multiple, but they take longer to sell. It's a different buyer. So there's a buyer pool out there that are looking for $10,000 to $15,000 a month income streams and looking for businesses under 400 grand all day long. There's all business ranges, right? But those businesses are easy to sell very, very quickly. So if you have the skill to turn around and launch internet companies, it's a great opportunity to build those companies up, get them turnkey, get them selling, get them cash flowing, and then turn around and sell them. So anyway, if you guys have any questions on that stuff, shoot me a PM. Glad to answer any questions you got. Talk to you guys later. Build those assets. Bye-bye.